In this video, I am going to show you how to make this 3D plank physics animation video in Blender step by step. Click on General. So now we have the default cube here, and we want to turn this into our plank. So we have to scale X here. We have to scale X to 0.75, Y to 0.15, and Z to 0.05. This creates the basic shape for our model, this plank. Now we have to add physics to it. So under the Physics tab, click on Rigid Body. This turns it into a rigid body. Now if you hit play by clicking space, you can see that it falls down. So we have to do Shift A to add in a mesh and make it a plane. Hit the letter S to scale it, and you scale it up, and then hit enter. Now this plane, under the Physics tab, give it rigid body too, but make the type from active to passive. Now we have to move our plank up. So you have to hit G to grab it, and then hit Z to move it up on the Z axis. And move it up, you have to type in 0.05. Notice how it shows it up here? And hit enter. Now move the plank so it sits right on the ground. Now I'm going to hide the plane so you can see it better. Now if you hit play, it stays there perfectly. Now to duplicate it, hit Shift D, and then hit Y to move it along the Y axis, and move it 1. Now you have to click and drag to make this rectangle box, and then you have to circle both planks. Then you can do Shift D again. This time hit R to rotate it. Hit Z, and then rotate it 90. And hit enter. Then you have to hit G, then Z, and you have to move it up 0.1. Now if you hit play, we have 4 perfectly good planks. So now you can duplicate it again. Keep duplicating it to make whatever you want. GX to move it along the x-axis. You can hit GY to move it along the y, or GZ to move it along Z. And you can type in your desired number. So I'll hit X and move it 3. Oh wait. -2 to move it that way. So now you can take them and move them however you want. Hold up. You can now move it however you want. Hit Shift R to repeat the action, so you can move it like this. Then you can take the whole thing and do it again. Then you have a basic tower. Now we need to make like our ball that will destroy the tower. So you have to do Shift A, and then you go to Mesh, then you go to UV Sphere, and then you have a sphere. Right click on it and then hit Shade Smooth. This smooths it out. Then you can move it along. I'll leave it right there. And you go to Physics and you give it Rigid Body. Now we want to make this sphere really heavy so it can destroy the tower. So under the Rigid Body, change the mass to something more heavy, say 50 kilograms. Now if we hit play, it's a little slow. You can see the ball just moves down and hits the ground. So now if you want, you can move it on top of the tower, and then if on this sidebar, if you hit Scene, then you go into Rigid Body World. You go to Kosh. You can hit Bake, and this generates the physics. Notice down here it's moving. That's baking the physics. So now you have to wait until it goes to the end. You can hit play to see how it goes. Now I kind of messed up. You see the ball is right directly above these two, this area, but this half didn't get hit. So I'll move it by hitting G, X, and move it a little bit. But every time you make a change to the physics, you have to delete the bake here, and then you have to rebake it again. There, now it's done. Ooh, there we go. Now the reason why some of the planks are falling down is because the plane, it's a little small. So if you don't like it, you can scale it and then delete bake and then rebake it again. There. That's better. So now we have this, but we need to turn this into a video. So we need to color it. If you go up to the top here, you can see this little toolbar here. If you change it to this one, it says Viewport Shading. You click it. This is what it actually looks like. We don't really want that. So change it back to solid. So we need to change this. First of all, this plane I'm going to hide again. Okay, so let's first color the planks. If you click on one, then you go to material. You can see there's this color thing here. If you click on it, you can change it to whatever color you want. If you change the viewport shading to material preview, this is what it looks like. So now you can color all the planks however you want. There. So the plane, I'll leave it like that. And the ball, I'll also leave it like that too. But really, this is how it looks like. So change it to Change the viewport shading to rendered. And then click on your light. Then go to the light settings. And you see there's a few of them here. There's point, sun, spot, and area. Change it to sun. Now once you change it, the strength is 1,000, and that's really bright. So you go to it, and then you change it to 1. Then this little ray here, that's the shadow, that's the direction of the light. You can change it and move it around. So now to render an image, go up to the top here, click on render, and then hit render image. This is how it actually looks like. It's pretty cool. So now if you hit this button here in the viewport, that toggles the camera view. So now you can move the camera around. So you have to get out of it, and then click on your camera. Okay, then go back in the camera view. If you go to object, you can see its properties. You should move the location. Or you click it and you drag it and it moves the location. You can change the X, change the Y, and the Z. Now this rotation, you can rotate it too. X rotates it up and down, Y like this, and Z like that. They're all different directions. Now Y, just set it to 0. Now Z, with the Z, you have to try and point it, center it. Now, hold on. I like to move it down, move the camera down, and then point it up. Go to this camera thing with the camera icon, it says data. And then this one, it says focal length. This changes the focal length. This makes it zoom in and out. So you should zoom it out until it fits your screen. Now if you try to render it, you can see you have your big tall stack. But we need to make the video. So if you go to output, the output properties, you click it. Down here it shows it has a lot of things. So go to output. It's in output. It's kind of weird, but then you have to hit this folder icon. Now this moves it to wherever you want. So I'll just put it in this folder where I keep my videos. Then you hit accept. Wait, before you hit accept, you have to put a name for it. So I'll just put a name. And I'll accept it. Then you have to change the file format from the image PNG to this one. It's under movie. It says FFmpeg video. Now this opens this one up. Encoding. You have to open it up and change the container from Matroska to MPEG-4. Then you go to video, output quality. You should change it to high quality. So now we're almost done now. We just have to render the video. So if you hit render, render animation, and now you wait. You wait while the animation renders. Once it's done, you get out of the Blender window, and then go find the folder which you wanted to put your video in. Then find your video, and then now you can watch it.